In this video, we're going to talk about how Spawn goes incognito, and this is Spawn's one-way ticket to hell. Alright, my brothers and my sisters from another mister, even though 3% of girls watch this channel, this is a comic book review of King Spawn, issue number 26, brought to you by RatedComics. Let's get to it. So previously on King Spawn, Spawn decides he needs to find a way into hell. One that will allow him to proceed unnoticed, because in the previous issue of King Spawn, Clown confronted Spawn asking for his help because he wanted Spawn's help to take, the throne of hell and not let Sin, formerly known as Cagliostro, to take over the throne because Clown is the lesser of the evil. But I think Spawn has to find a way to not let Clown take the throne and not let Sin take the throne, as well as, is he going to take the throne or not going to take the throne? I don't know how this plot's going to play out. But Spawn gets his arsenal ready, going military, Rambo, Spawn, Hell Spawn style, because it's time to scare the shit out of some people. So he crosses the city of New York, heading to its outskirts with one wish on his mind. He prays that they try to resist. He wants that smoke. He needs that smoke, and he's looking for that smoke, patiently awaiting to go ham. It's 10:52 p.m. and he waits until 2:08 a.m. He's waited long enough. He jumps down, superhero, anti-hero landing, Deadpool style. He gets his gun out, cocks it back. He knows his target is now alone. He goes to the door, makes an entryway. Though he has prepared himself in case he miscalculated how complex the security measures would be, bringing enough of an arsenal to react to any unexpected surprises. But frustratingly, he hadn't planned for this result because the whole damn place is completely empty. Like they knew he was coming, like they wanted him to send a message like, yeah bruh, we are one step ahead of you. So in Manhattan, New York, the city is in the middle of a hot summer. And it ain't on one of those hot girl summers, or maybe it is, but the patrons, we don't care how hot it is, they're going out clubbing, going up in the club. So while others like Al Simmons are in the process of sending his own messages, going aisle by aisle, letting the people know that he means business because he's not about to be tricked a second time. So down the hall, in his office, the club's boss, Jimmy Cabrera, kept getting interrupted by strange noises outside. He told his employees he didn't want to be disturbed, so he went to shut down the annoyance. And when he sees Al Simmons, like, nah, bro, nah. Al's presence, he knew, meant things were about to get ugly and fugly. Al Simmons is like, hello, Jimmy, I'm looking for the Visage. And I don't know what the Visage is, but outside, reinforcements pull up, and I hope we find out what the Visage is all about later. But unfortunately for Jimmy, nah, it's too late. Spawn already got to him, decapitated, and Spawn emerges from the darkness, and none of them stand a freaking chance with Spawn. He's pissed, and he's on a mission. So Spawn's legend will grow this night, as those living in the shadows will recount how he crisscrossed the city, leaving in his wake the remains of his interrogations. People are hung, people are cut in half. He spares nobody. Vampires, half-breeds, they all gonna get the smoke. And I like how this sign is like, please do not park here, but he gets parked in his back like that. That's kind of funny, but it's kind of dark humor at the same time. Spawn walks away. So by the second night, everyone's running scared. Some convinced they only needed to go deeper in the shadows for protection, but they forgot that somehow Spawn, he's hunting them. He grows stronger as the darkness gets blacker. The Visage, says Spawn, as he emerges from the darkness. Where is she? Well, long ago he learned he could travel in the shadows, literally moving anywhere he wanted. And Spawn goes looking for the Visage, making the world his own sandbox. But he chose not to hide this time, wanting his enemies to know he could be anywhere at any time. Upon his entrance to this destination, his cape, his powers go limp, because our boy's in the dead zone. So he's thankful for this man-made weapons, because even though he has no powers right now, he's going back to military roots. Come on in, Simmons, says the Visage. I've been expecting you though. I'm sure you already knew that given your recent inquiries, this place is a dead zone, isn't it, says Spawn. Oh, it is. Well, I didn't know this existed. It's okay, there's plenty more secrets you're not aware of, says the Visage. But the answer I'm wondering about is, why are you bothering me? Well, Spawn says, Hell's Throne. It's about to get occupied, and whoever sits on it will send ripples everywhere. And what? You think somehow we care? You tell me, says Spawn. Look, our job, my mission, is to observe, nothing else. But your side, hell, heaven, you think you're all so important? You'll be around forever. That was never our plan for them or their mother. You're all replaceable. So either leave or do your worst. I'm getting bored of this stuff. And stop standing there like a damn statue. Do your worst. No, says Spawn. Why not, says the Visage. This place is sacred. We both know my guns won't work here, don't we? Well, says the Visage. Wouldn't be the first time your kind desecrated these spots. Look, I need a favor, says Spawn. Kicking down my door and hunting me down with your paramilitary gear? That's how you ask for favors? Spawn's like, because time matters. You don't have anything to do with anything. I'm looking for a shortcut, a way to cut off Cagliostro before he grabs the throne of hell. You just sit there, do whatever, give me the access, I'll do all the work. He lays down his gifts. They're tokens taken from his enemies, heaven, hell, vampires, and Mother Nature. So, says the Visage, you're an outcast, are you? An orphan, hated by all. That can be a very lonely place. Too late for that, says Spawn. Don't move. I want to feel your true self. So as she lays a gentle hand on his chest, she sees many visions of his heroic persona. Though this layer is actually a symbiote that's becoming a permanent part of his being, the next layer is the illusion, the facade of the man he once was. A cruel delusion, giving him hope that he's still human, until finally she uncovers what he actually is, the discards of a soul, both physically and mentally scarred forever. So she asks him, did they do that to you? They've done this to thousands of us, says Spawn. What was your crime? I stopped caring about others. And he's talking about Wanda. So this galaxy, as a Visage, has always acted so irrational, especially your heaven and hell, both using whatever they please, sometimes for sport or for collateral damage. What they're doing isn't even unique, but my masters, they have just one goal: to make sure infinity exists. Everything else disinterests them. But I'm curious, who'd you forget to care for? Someone who loved me. I took that for granted. Then they killed her. He's talking about Wanda and the Violet, how he killed Wanda. And you wanted revenge? I did for a time, but not anymore, says Al. Then what is it that you want? To stop them, all of them, dead in their tracks, so another person will never have to feel the guilt I carry, because in the end, her death was ultimately my fault. So if your masters allow evil to exist, that's the one thing that'll snuff out all of our existence, and it'll mess up your infinity, your purpose, that you want to keep it that way. Okay, says the Visage, now hold out your hand. We've remained neutral forever. That won't change. And for those who are against evil and are too weak to conquer them, we don't care. If they can't survive, that's their fate. So you want to battle hell? Bruh, that's your choice. This will take you to hell, the dark side of it. And once you leave my sight, I'll forget about you. You're irrelevant to us. So if you go, I don't control where you land, Spawn, and there's no way of ever bringing you back. And that's the end of King Spawn, issue number 23, Spawn's one-way ticket to hell, to stop Cagliostro, aka Sin, and Clown from taking over the throne of hell. And who knows how this is going to play out. Now, one thing that's confusing to me is I know King Spawn's storyline takes place in the future of Spawn, and in the previous issue of Spawn, Spawn and the Scorch aren't in hell. So I wonder if this is somehow tying to Spawn when they infiltrated hell to stop Cagliostro from taking over the throne and making sure Cataclysm still stays there. I don't know, but as a standalone issue, this is an intense and powerful issue. This is one of my favorites. That's just my personal opinion. But with all that being said, what you guys think of the comic book? Comment below, let me know. And also link in description if you wish to add this comic book and or any of our other Rated Comic exclusives to your comic book collection. Support the art, support the industry. Lastly, this video is sponsored by coffee, so if you'd like to buy your boy a cup of coffee, link in description or donate to the super thanks. But the greatest compliment you guys can do is by liking this video and subscribing to Rated Comics YouTube channel. And don't forget to check out the playlist of King Spawn and Gunslinger Spawn and the Scourge if you guys ever want to catch up and binge watch any of the content on this channel. Thank you again for watching. Until next time.